Hello, it's Charity Lowe here for episode 2 of Drawing with the Da Vinci Eye app to its fullest. So, yeah, let's get started. If you haven't watched the first video, please go to that because this is a continuation of a drawing. So, yeah, anyways. So I'm just trying to figure out some stuff here. Here we go. So what you're gonna need is 4 graphite pencils for now. I have a 8B, 4B, HB, and 4H. And what I did last time is I made a, I used the breakdown mode. So we're just gonna continue with that. So what you're going to want to do is you go down to breakdown mode, which is in here, in the tools. Let me just show you just a second. Sorry. Okay, so there's a little tools button right here. And then you want to go into breakdown mode. So I'm going to show you. This is on right now, but I'll turn it off. So turn it back on. Make sure the cutout mode is off. And then have 5 steps to it. You can also increase and decrease the exposure, but I'm going to keep it in the middle. Okay, so the first step is the lightest step, and you're going to color in shade in all of the lighter areas using a circular motion, light pressure with the 4H. So just circular motions and try to color in all that area. Another thing you can do is adjust the opacity so you can see better where you've drawn and where you need to draw. So I'm going to decrease the opacity here. You can also change the color if you'd like. Okay, let me just move this a little bit further away from the table here so it's not shaking. Feel free to ask questions throughout the video. I will try my best to answer them as they come in. Okay, now I'm doing the second step with the HB. Same light pressure and circular motions, only in the red areas. So we're just doing layers of shadowing. Another thing is that you can't see is I have my screen casting onto a TV that's in front of me. So it makes it easier it makes it easier to draw larger pieces. Right now I'm doing 11 by 14 inch drawing. So just take your time. This is one of the longest steps that I have. So I do like a blocking stage, which is using the breakdown mode. And then I go into fine details with the strobe. And then I just do final touches with a little bit of acrylic and watercolor, which you'll see at the end of the drawing. So it won't be done today, but just keep an eye out and watch these videos either live or after, when it's posted afterwards. Ooh, thanks for the likes. Sorry, the light that was on my desk was blinding me, so I had to adjust it. Just fix this if I can. Just circular motions. The reason why you're doing circular motions is so it's easier to blend afterwards. If you're just doing lines back and forth, it will be harder to blend, and those lines will kind of stay there forever. Okay. Now I'm doing step 4 using the 8B pencil and also circular motions with light pressure, because the softness of the pencil will automatically do a darker shade for you. Okay, now back to 4H. Circular motions and coloring in the red areas with light pressure. So it shows the button as white, and that's supposed to kind of give you an indication on what shade it's supposed to be. It shows white, but that's because the white areas here are white. So it's kind of like a step behind, if that makes any sense to you. So it's supposed to be the same shade as number 2 for the part that you are coloring in for like the box itself. Some cool features is you can do a time-lapse video with this app. And they have it so there's different lengths of the video that you can create. There's they also have like a 1 minute, so it's really good for like posting on Instagram or TikTok. So a bit about pencils. So if you have a pencil set, you would see that there's a number and a letter on the bottom of the pencil, and the it's different softnesses and of the pencil, different densities. So HB is like the middle of the density scale that they have. And sorry. So H would represent hard, which means it's going to be a lighter pencil. It's good for fine details. And yeah, so it's hard. And then the B pencils are soft, so they are darker naturally, and it's good for shadowing. And they're also very easy to blend, or I don't know if I already said that. And the number, so if it's an H and then H8 or whatever, it's the bigger the number, the harder it will be. And then the B, which I would say a baby soft is how I remember it. The bigger the number, the softer it is. Okay, now I am doing the final step, which is a 8B pencil, light pressure and circular motions. Now I'm just gonna go and I go all the way over to the left because I like to work from left to right, but it's up to you. It just prevents smudging if you do it that way. If you're right-handed, that is. circular motions and light pressure with the 4H pencil on step 1. If you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to put them in the chat. I will answer them as they come in. So. How many of you use the app? I want to know. And also, if you don't have the app, do you want to try the app? I can give you a promo code for a trial period of 1 year with no charge. I just need to know if you use an Android or an iOS, but the best way to get a hold of me for that is through the Facebook group. And when you're answering the questions and it asks you if you downloaded the app, just say planning on downloading the app, and then you just search Charity Low on there and you'll find me. You can message me from there. Oh, why is it double like that? Why is it going like that? Sorry for the echo. I don't know why that did that, because I turned that off. So I'm doing a HB pencil, circular motions, and light pressure as well on step 2. Another way that you can contact me is you can go to my personal Facebook page, which is under Charity Low's Art, and message me there, and I will give you that promo code. And just so we're clear, I am not the one that created the app. I just love it so much. I need to have a playlist of some sort. Hopefully I'll get one soon. Okay, now I'm in step 3 using the 4B pencil, also circular motions and light pressure. I am repeating myself a lot, but I really do want to make sure you guys can follow along as I'm doing it as well. The reason why I do one section at a time is so it's not as daunting and I can also get more details in. The smaller the box, the more details you can get in. The larger the box, you can see the picture bigger and have more of an understanding on what's what. But you gotta find your own balance. Oh, did I forget to do a step? I don't think did I forget to do the step? No, I did a step. So a 4H pencil, circular motions, and light pressure. What do you guys like about being an artist or drawing or creating any type of artwork? What do you like about it the most? Like, is it um, the meditation, the relaxation that comes with it? Is it being able to express yourself? And what kind of style of artwork do you like the most? Is there any artists that you guys admire the most? There's a couple of really good artists on TikTok that really like, they make me want to try hyper realistic artwork, but I don't know if I have the patience for that. This is a lot of work already as is. Okay, now step 3 and the 4B pencil. The space is getting smaller and smaller as we go. Okay, now we're going to the next one. There's not really anything for the 8B. HB, step 1, circular motions and light pressure. It's slowly coming together. You can see the face, the majority of the face. It's really cool to see how much detail you get from just the breakdown mode. Okay, step 2 with the HB pencil, circular motions and light pressure. Thank you guys for the likes. I really do appreciate it. Okay, so because there's no step 3, there'll definitely be no step 4. So I'm going to skip that, move on to the next section. So back to step 1, using the 4H pencil, circular motions, and light pressure. You want to keep the pressure consistent throughout this process so you don't get any like you don't see the different squares that you've been working on one bit at a time. So yeah. So any of you who are watching live right now, or even who are watching after the fact, if you want to try out this DaVinci Eye app and you don't have it yet, you can contact me, and I have some promo codes where you can try the app for free for a year. And the ways you can contact me is through the DaVinci Eye app group group in Facebook, and then another one is you can look me up personally on the Charity Lowe's Art Facebook page and contact me there. It does make a difference if you're using iOS or Android for the code. So you got to tell me which type of phone you're using so I can get you the proper one there. Okay, HB, light pressure, circular motions, and step 2. Another thing that you guys might be interested in knowing is that currently we're doing a giveaway challenge on the DaVinci Eye apps group on Facebook. So how that works is I'll be posting once a week with the total of 5 challenges. I mean, not 5, 10 challenges. And you only have to complete 5 so you can be entered into the draw to win a cash prize. So if you're interested in that, and you're not part of the group, please answer all the questions and look for, search the giveaway challenge within that group, and then you'll find all that information. Okay, now we're going into step 1 again, using the 4H pencil, circular motions, and light pressure. We are going to be building more contrast when we're finished this. I do like to have like black and white and a few different shades of gray so that it looks more realistic. Okay, now step 2 with the HB pencil, light pressure and circular motions, only shading in the red areas. If you are liking this video and want to see more, please like and follow so that you won't miss any videos. These videos will be posted up after the live so that if you do miss something, you can always go back and draw it on your own time. Aw, thanks. Hi, Mom. Hi, Miranda. And hi, Richard. There has been a restricted comment I cannot see, so yeah. Oh, I'm losing my earpiece. Okay, now it's step 3 with the 4B pencil, circular motions, and light pressure. And then 8B, circular motions and light pressure. Did I miss a bunch? I don't think I did. Okay, and then back to step 1 using the 4H pencil, circular motions, and light pressure. Thank you so much for the likes. I really do wish I had some background music so the silent parts aren't as silent. So just be patient with yourself, because these do take a while to do. I think there's two really important things about drawing: passion and patience. Okay, on to step 2 with the HB pencil. How many of you are actually following along with the drawing? Because I do have the links to the same reference photo in the description if you want to draw along with me. If you missed the first video, you could always go back to that. I recommend doing that first and then coming back when this is posted afterwards, and then catch me the next week. I'm not used to wearing makeup, so my eyes are watering a little bit. That's why I'm squinting so much. Step 3, using the 4B pencil. Circular motions and light pressure. Okay, step 4 and the 8B pencil. Light pressure and circular motions.
Will you let me do this hand?
There's only a sliver left for this row. Step 1, HB pencil and H4 pencil and circular motions with light pressure. And then the HB pencil, circular motions, light pressure for step 2.
Sure. All done. All done.
Step 3. I don't need step 3 or step 4. So now it's time for another row.
You are really warm, baby. I feel like you might have a fever.
Okay. So step 1 with the HB pencil. Just take your time. It's okay if projects take more than one day. That's how you get more detail in it. Remember, the Mona Lisa was made in 4 years. Luckily, most of us don't take that long these days.
Want to be a banana?
Okay, HB, step 2, circular motions and light pressure. The different densities of the pencils would automatically give you darker shades or lighter shades depending on if it's an H or a B. just so you know, I am using AR mode. This will help me keep things aligned as I'm doing this in multiple different sessions. So I can take this board off the table and come back to it again on a later date, and I don't have to worry about realigning everything.
You have something to drink? You want Dad?
Thank you so much for the likes. Probably way delayed in responding to that. Okay, and a 4B pencil with step 3. Circular motions and light pressure. Thank you so much for the likes. I believe that tracing is a good learning tool, and it also saves time for those who are professional artists. But learning other methods is also important too. So, like for myself, I started with tracing, and then I did some grid work, and then I did some freehand. And now I'm back to tracing because it just saves time. And saving time also equals making it more affordable for the everyday person. Because I think art should be shared with everyone. So if you want to draw along with me, I do have links in the description of this video. So you can get the reference photo that I'm currently working on, and you can work side by side with me. And if you're doing that and just starting out, I recommend going to the first video and watch that first and draw on your own time, and then watch this when it comes up again, and then try to catch me in the next live. Step 2, HB, circular motions and light pressure. Okay, step 3 with the 4B pencil, circular motions and light pressure. There's not a lot in this one because we already got it from the last section. And then there's nothing for the 8B. So what we're doing is we're just building up layers so that it gets darker and darker for each section. So we start off light and then we go smaller spaces, and smaller until we get to the dark areas. So step 1, 4H pencil, circular motions and light pressure. You definitely do not want to put a lot of pressure when you're using an H pencil because it will dent the paper and you cannot fix that. Okay, step 2, HB pencil, circular motions and light pressure. Also, if you want me to cover anything in particular, like how to draw hair or eyes or whatever, let me know in the comments now, like while it's live or even after the live. I'd like to know if you have some requests for that kind of stuff. Step 3, 4B pencil, circular motions, and light pressure. Step 4, which is just a little tiny dot here. I'm using an 8B pencil for this. There we go. Because the corner of the mouths are usually quite a bit darker from the rest. Okay, step 1 in a different section, 4H pencil, circular motions, and light pressure. Will there be an X-ray vision for the Da Vinci Eye app? I doubt that. If you want to study anatomy, you can use any photo you want that you can find on the internet. Well, thanks for making me smile. I think it's mostly the angle that makes me look like I'm frowning, because I'm always putting my head up. Okay, HB pencil. Step 2, light pressure and circular motions. quite a bit of detail in this section. So I'm going to try to do my best to shade those in. Thanks so much for the likes. Okay, step 3, the 4B pencil, light pressure and circular motions. You can, if you want to, I can give you a promo code so you can try it out for a year for free. So you can message me either on the Facebook group, Da Vinci Apps group, or you can find me at my own personal page, which is Charity Lowe's Art, and message me there. You also need to tell me if it's an iOS or an Android because the promo codes are different. So, yeah. Now a 8B pencil, step 4, circular motions and light pressure. Okay, now I'm gonna go have a break. This is halfway through the live video, so grab a coffee, a tea, a hot chocolate, some water. I'll be back in about 15 minutes. And then I'll come back to answer questions as well. Hello, I'm back. That was a lot quicker than I thought it was going to be. So I'm going to spend about 10 minutes, maybe, depending on how chatty you guys are, to answer questions if you have any. Man, that's loud. Sorry, I'm going to take the spoon out. So, a bit about myself. So, I've been an artist for as long as I can remember. My mother was an artist. She was a really good oil painter and also a good drawer, like graphite artist as well. So, I've been drawing with her for as long as I can remember. And I also took all the art classes I could in public school. In high school, they actually made me a new art class because I did all of the art classes that were available. So they created just one for me for art history. Do I remember any of the art history stuff? Not really. So after I graduated, I did art as a hobby. Um, I dabbled in some animation, like anime and cartoon work. And I never thought that art was going to be um, my career. It just actually happened not that long ago, but I did like a couple of shows with my cartoon stuff. And then I started to do freehand on my spare time, and I was doing pretty good with that. Um, and then it wasn't until like 2019 where I temporarily lost my job due to COVID, that I started doing art. I started off doing like, I called it Cartoon Me. So people would send photos of them, and I would do little cartoons of those photos. And I think I only charged like $7 for those because they were digital and they didn't take very long to do. And then later on, I started doing commissions for realistic artwork because I really enjoy realistic artwork. That's my true passion. I love seeing how much detail I can get in, and it's to me it's very satisfying to see the finished results. And while I was doing that, I've been posting all of my drawings onto the Vinci app community thing that they have, and I noticed that the developers have been taking those drawings and reposting them on their Instagram. Of course, they give credit to where they can. So when I was like, "Oh, that's my art," they started tagging me in everything they repost, which was really nice of them to do. So I told my brother about this, and he's like, "You should ask him for a job." And I was just like, "Oh, well, it won't hurt to ask." So I asked if they wanted me to do like tutorial videos for them, and they said, "Yeah, of course we want to do that." And now I do like multiple different little things for them, but um, yeah, it's been really great. It started off as a small thing, like I only did like maybe a couple of hours a day, depending on if I worked, because like by that time I was working as a healthcare aide, so I didn't have a lot of time. But I recently, not even a year ago, had asked them if I could work full-time or part-time, and they're like, sure, we would love for you to do that. So now I quit my healthcare work and now I'm working for this app, and I absolutely enjoy working with them as well as using their app. So well, I'm going to get back to drawing. So if you guys do have questions still, don't hesitate to just comment in the thing and I will answer them as I see them. So yeah, let's get back to it. We have about 45 minutes left, and yeah. Oh, did I pause it? Sorry, I'm talking, recording, and listening to myself at the same time, and it's delayed. um, so let's get this going again. So we finished this section before I left on my little coffee break. So now we're doing step 1. And we're using the 4H pencil. Just light pressure and circular motions. Trying to make it as even as possible. Don't really need that paper right now, so I'm just going to put that down there. I'm missing a bit of a section here, so I got to pull it up a bit. Okay, now step 2 with the HB pencil. Okay, just checking to see how the battery life is on my stuff here, because it's, yeah. And I'm referring to the video, like the cameras that I'm using. Okay, step 3, using the 4B pencil, light pressure and circular motions. Also, I would really love to see your guys' artwork, so can submit them to you can submit them to Charity Lowe's Art DVE at outlook.com. I know that's a really long thing for an email, or you can send it to like the info at davinciiapp.com, or just post them in the Facebook group, because that, yeah, I want to see other people's artwork. So now I'm using an 8B pencil, circular motions, and light pressure for step 4. Okay. Step 1, using the 4H pencil, circular motions, and light pressure. The circular motions are for easier blending, and the H4, it's a harder pencil, so it does lighter work, and we're just layering up each, like we're going to start from the lightest to the darkest for layering. And it looks like we're probably going to be finished this step for today. Like we're going to finish this today before another 35 minutes is over. Okay, now we're going to step 2 with the HB pencil, light pressure and circular motions. This is a softer pencil, so it is going to be a bit lighter than the H4 pencil. It's still on the hard side when it comes to pencils because it's in the medium actually, because it's an HB. And you can find HB pen, like the HB is like the standard pencil for everything. So like a regular pencil that you find for writing is an HB pencil. Just an interesting fact. Something interesting that I learned about Leonardo da Vinci, besides the fact that besides him tracing, and he was a man of science, and of course he would trace. He's about invention too. But anyways, his name Da Vinci is not actually his name. Like, he was born out of wedlock, so he didn't have a last name. So instead of a traditional last name, they used the place that he lived for his last name, Da Vinci. Da is of, and then Vinci is the little village he lived in. So I'm using a 4B pencil for this next step, which is step 3, using circular motions and light pressure. And now the 8B pencil for step 4, circular motions and light pressure. And I think this is going to be the final row that looks like it. Woohoo! Oh, wonder what that is. I still have a cup to drink before it gets cold. Okay, step 1, a 4H pencil, circular motions and light pressure. We're only shading in the red areas of the screen. For those who don't know, I have the screen casting onto a TV that's just above my art desk, so I don't have to stretch my neck out to see what I'm doing. And it also makes it easier to do bigger pieces. So right now I'm doing an 11 by 14 inch. Step 2 with the HB pencil, light pressure and circular motions. Okay, now step 3 with the 4B pencil. Circular motions and light pressure. This is a softer pencil than the last one that I used, so it will automatically give a darker shade. And then just to check the last step, we don't have that one, so we're going to move to the next area. Do one area at a time because it makes it less stressful. Like you can do this much drawing like easily, but when you're looking at it as a whole and you're overwhelmed by everything that you see, so just do one section at a time. Okay, and now it's step 2 with the HB pencil. Circular motions and light pressure. If you are liking this video, please like it and follow so that you can see more and you don't miss any of the videos that are posted. I am planning to do a series of these. I'm going to be drawing from the beginning to the end in multiple sessions, 2 hours a day, one day a week. So there is a part 1 that's already posted. So if you are watching this and haven't seen part 1 first, I recommend doing that, especially if you are wanting to draw along with me. And that's what my plan was, is so people can draw along with me, show themselves that they can actually do photorealistic drawings. And I know it doesn't look like photorealistic drawings quite yet, but it will, trust me. Okay, now it's time for the 4H with step 1 in a new section. Light pressure and circular motions. Okay, step 2, HB, shading just the red areas, circular motions, and light pressure. We're just building up the shading just bit by bit. Okay, now step 3 with the 4B pencil. Light pressure and circular motions. The softer the pencil, the darker it will automatically do for you. Oh, it's, for some reason there's an echo again. I don't know why the echo happens. And then the 8B step 4, which we don't have, so we're going to move to the next section. Go to step 1, doing the 4H with a light pressure and circular motions. Okay, step 2 with the HB pencil, light pressure and circular motions. Circular motions are for easy blending later. And step 3 with the 4B pencil, light pressure and circular motions. So I'm on breakdown mode. I set it to 5 steps, but it only shows 4. And I took out turned off the cutout mode so that it's a layered effect instead of having these little gaps between each shadow, like variants of shadows. So I just like the overall look that it makes by just overlapping. Okay, step 4 with the 8B pencil, circular motions and light pressure. Okay, and then we're gonna do another square here. We're getting really close to being done. I'm so excited to getting done this step because this is one of the longest steps. Okay, circular motions, light pressure with a 4H pencil with step 1. Okay, step 2 with a HB pencil, circular motions and light pressure. Because HB is softer than the H4, it's automatically going to be darker than that without changing the pressure at all. Okay, step 3 and the 4B pencil, light pressure and circular motions. And 8B, light pressure and circular motions. We only have one square left. We have almost finished this part of the drawing process. Okay, 4B for step 1, circular motions and light pressure. Step 2. Come on. With an HB pencil, light pressure and circular motions. Step 3, light pressure, circular motions with the 4B pencil. I don't have to do much. And then I doubt we'll have A, B. Yeah. So we did it. We finished that step. So now you have choice to make. You can say, hey, this is good enough for me. I call this done, but I don't call it done. So I'm actually going to turn off the breakdown mode. Okay, so now I'm going to grab either toilet paper, paper towel, or tissue paper for this step. Do not use your fingers because you'll have fingerprints all over it that you cannot get rid of. So now I'm going to blend. I'm starting with the light areas. If you need to switch sections of the toilet paper, please do, because you're trying to not get it too muddy, but you're just smoothing out those edges. Her face is pretty light, so I'm working on the face. I got the lighter areas done, so now I'm just doing the rest of it for blending. Doesn't have to be a perfect blend because this is still just part of the process. We haven't even done the details yet. And the details will be over top of this. And then also graphite is a lot more forgiving, so you can always erase areas that need to be erased. But that will come with the fine detail section of the drawing. I think that looks pretty much good, the blending. Okay, now a lot of people are afraid of black. So the next step is to find the darkest areas, and I'm going to use a watercolor pencil for this. You can use whatever you want. You could use charcoal, you can use black pencil crayon, or you can use just the darkest graphite pencil you can find and make it as dark as possible for this section. Don't be afraid of black. Or yeah, because that's going to get the contrast you need. So I'm going into, I'll show you this. I'm going into breakdown mode, and then I'm increasing the steps to as much as possible. And then I'm going to increase the exposure, and that's what I'm going to do here. And then I'm going to the very darkest step to see if there's anything. There is a little bit of something, and that's fine. Just that little bit of area is going to help get you over the fear of putting too much darkness on the page. There's no such thing as too much darkness. So this area is not blended very well. I'm gonna finish doing this little thing that I'm doing, and then yeah, do the opposite after this, where we'll decrease the exposure, still with as many steps as possible, and erase those areas for the whitest whites. Now, this is not necessary if you are not afraid of putting it down really dark, black on the page. So next, we're going to turn off the breakdown mode. Here, let me go back to this. Off the breakdown mode, on again, and then decrease the exposure. And then we're going to do the lightest light. So I'm just going to zoom out so I can see it as a whole here. And I'm looking for those white areas, so you can increase it to see. So yes, there's some white, very white areas. And we're going to actually erase the white areas, not the colored areas for this. So I'm using my Mono Zero mechanical eraser for this. So here it is. This is what it looks like. I got it off of Amazon, or you can get it at Michael's as well. So just getting those very small white areas done. It doesn't really show much, but um, I just, this is just a step that I like to do. Again, it's not necessary, but um, it doesn't take long, so why not? And then the white part of the nose. And I think that's it. Okay, so next time we're going to refine this using strobe. And yeah, and that's going to be a long process. So yeah, if you guys are interested, I do have promo codes for the app. You can try it for free for a year. Just find me either in the Facebook group Da Vinci Eye, or you can message me through my personal page called Charity Lowe's Art. Let me know if it's an Android or an iPhone, and I'll get you the proper code for that. And also, there is a giveaway challenge that's happening right now in the Facebook group. So I'm going to be posting 10 challenges throughout, like once a week, and you only need to do 5 to be entered into the draw for a cash prize. So if you're interested in that, check that out. And yeah, you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next week.